Hey guys, it's Wooly from SportyPanda.com. So today I want to talk about a more like a happier kind of topic, and that's about pre-retirement, the FIRE movement, and just like retirement planning in general. The reason why I guess I thought about this is like, the past few days, if you're in the United States, depending on where you are, like the winter has just been like really just so awful, and like you're probably like out like early in the morning like shoveling snow and like dealing with the ice and all this kind of nonsense. And then I thought, like, you know what, right about now would be great if I were on like a beach somewhere or like somewhere warm, and hopefully in maybe like a few more years I will be able to join like some of these other folks that figured it out, like the financially independent retire early crowd. I'm really proud of those guys, because they're the ones that really kind of like inspired me to like think like more outside the box. Like, you don't have to work like 60 hours plus a week, like slaving away at some company that like doesn't appreciate you, and like you want to like maybe think about like in the reverse, like just think about like what life would be like if you were able to retire a little bit earlier. You don't have to worry about like the like awful commutes and bad weather, etc., etc. So I just want to make it a little bit more light and a little bit more positive. So thank you just like, in general, to people that already figured it out, like especially like if you're a millennial, and you're relatively young, and like you scrimped and scraped and saved, and you were able to kind of either start up some type of online business like where you have recurring revenues, or like maybe you just bought like some really good stocks, and then you maybe converted to dividend paying stocks, or some type of like way to have like some kind of recurring income. That's really great. I'm so proud of you. I'm really thankful that there are other people that kind of did it. So they kind of like through, I guess, either through trial or error, and they were able to kind of share it with like the rest of the community. I'm hoping to kind of join them soon. So that brings me to kind of like the next topic of like pre-retirement, where like I guess I'm still relatively young, and if 2021 continues to be like a really good year, everything goes according to plan, or as I think, like maybe I think in 2021 sometime, there might be a correction. Like the first one might be kind of like a fake out, but then we might have like the real one where it's like a really big nasty start to like a bear market or something similar to I guess like what happened in like the end of like the 1999 bull market, where like all the big crazy stocks like just went straight up, like kind of like to the moon, like as some people would say. But then like after that, like it was just like everything like fell apart, and then we had a lot of fake out rallies where like, oh, it's just like we don't have to worry, we can just buy the dip again, and then everything will be okay. And then things never really recovered. So I'm hoping that like that I have everything planned accordingly. So that's why like in the previous video I mentioned maybe thinking about just like converting stuff to like dividend paying stocks, or maybe have like a rental property or two or something, just to like if you want to try to retire a little bit early, you have something like a little bit more stable income. And I'm also looking at like some stuff in the decentralized finance space in the crypto world, where if you have like maybe some stable coins and you're able to get like a decent yield on it, that might help like for retirement planning in general. I'm thinking that if hopefully you can also have like a 7-figure or above account, and then maybe if I can get like 10% like a pre-tax yield on that would be great. So for example, if you able to really finally save up to like $1 million, if you can consistently get like 10% on that or better, that would give you like $100,000 a year. The only caveat to that is, like, if the stock market falls apart, you just have to be really good at like the timing. And that's nobody can guarantee that, even from someone experienced like myself. Like, you kind of maybe either like if you have like really high implied volatility environment, maybe you can think about like selling cash secured puts on like things that you would like, but at like really like sufficiently out of the money options, so that like even if you get assigned in your stock, like you'll be happy with the purchase if you are assigned, so that maybe you think that it'll go back up, or if it has like something else going for like a really good dividend yield. So I think for a lot of folks, like my previous videos on like anything related to like the Wheel of Fortune, or anything related to like dividend aristocrats, dividend achievers, etc., I think that could be a good start for a lot of folks that are also maybe if you're also thinking about like early retirement as well. I think those videos could be helpful, and it really depends on like a little bit on the timing as well. I really don't want to take I guess like what I've built up so far like for granted, because like paper wealth can just like disappear just like that. So maybe it might be worth thinking about, like, I guess like how comfortable you are with your own living situation. I don't know what your mortgage is like, or if you have any outstanding debt, etc. But if you're debt free and you're able to keep investing, and maybe have like even better ideas, like maybe you're a tech executive and like you have access to like shares your own company, or maybe like pre-IPOs, things like that, hey, that's awesome. Just make sure you bank some of it, so that you have like a capital cushion, so that you can kind of build off of it. So I think that's my current plan. In the future, like things might change. I guess like if everything plays out like the way I think, like we'll have like another decent, like hopefully a few more months of like a decent run up in the market, so that like the capital base like grows up, and then you might want to have like some like stops or trailing stops in place, so that you kind of like lock in some money as like the market goes up. And then if at some point, I think unfortunately it's gonna end. Nothing lasts forever. As I mentioned in previous videos, like at some point people that are like either over leveraged, or like there's already, I think everybody that wants to be in the markets is probably already is, and then that'll keep like the markets like propped up for a while. And then at some point, like there's nothing more that can come from it. I think like people just run out of available money to put in the market, and then after that, like at some point, like there will be like some shakeouts, and then like maybe like, oh, we'll just like buy the dip again, and then after that, it'll hit like a high, and then like a lower high, and then after that it's just gonna be it could be pretty brutal, and then after that, hopefully there'll be some really good bargains in the dividend paying stocks. So that's kind of like my plan, just like build up enough cash so that I can sell cash secure puts on like really good dividend achiever stocks for the future, and then just keep, I guess like hopefully if I am like really fortunate enough to join like the early retirers, like that'd be great. Just keep doing like the Wheel of Fortune until until I think of like maybe like another like cash generating like idea, and then after that I'll be happy to share it with you guys. So thanks guys for watching. It could be like a really exciting journey. It might be a little bit scary at some points. There'll probably be some shakeouts, but I hope you can join me along in this like journey, like crazy journey of mine. And they'll hopefully in the future, like this year, like we'll all be able to like get vaccines and travel again, and just like enjoy life again. But let's let's just take it easy for now, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. If you can like, subscribe, and let me know in the comment section below like what other maybe like early retirement topics that you would like me to cover in the future, like just planning in general. I'll be happy to kind of share my input. Thank you, and have a great one.